like. Oh my god, so cute. Hashtag blessed. I was just working on my social media. Let's work on yours. How does this go? Let's get into this. Okay. All right, here we go. So we're creating a social media pack. This is our assignment here. We're at the assignment here. And, gross, hair in my mouth. If you scroll down here, you're going to see Facebook. So let's fire up this one right here. I see that the image dimensions are this size right here, and your profile's this size right here. Let's get an Illustrator document. Let's do this all in Illustrator. We'll just set these all up in Illustrator. Create new. I just hit create new. Create new. Now a new document window arrives. We're going to call this social media package. I forget what I called the assignment. Package demo. Whatever. And okay, so we'll just leave this like this, okay? Actually, no, I want to get it on pixels. Pixels. Okay? So I got it set to pixels. We're gonna hit go. Okay, so I can back this up by using my magnifying glass or my command negative. Let's go back to our assignment. Our assignment is, no, that's YouTube. Oh, right here. Okay, so what it tells me is, let's start with creating the cover image, which on Facebook, that's the header at the top. Okay, so that's the header at the top. Let's start with that one. So that's 820 by 312 is what it should say. Should be. So 820 by 312. So let's make the width 820. And do you see that? The W up here? And then the height is going to be what? 320. And the H stands for height. H value. Height. Okay? If it does not go to a shape like that, then you might have this thing checked or unchecked. You would have it. It needs to have the cross through it, which means do not proportionally change it. Okay, so that is going to be the shape of our header. Let's see. Let's just so we're not confused. I'm going to throw a little Facebook logo on here, just so you know this is for Facebook. Okay, so that's your Facebook header. Okay, and then let's set our profile picture size up, which is supposed to be 180 by 180. So, how do we do that? We go back to Illustrator. I'm going to click on the artboard tool right here, or if you're super fancy, it says you can hit Shift-O. Okay, so, and I'm going to drag out a box, and that actually needs to be 180 with a height of 180. Okay? And I'll move it over here just so it looks nice. Rearrange your artboards in a vertical or horizontal. Okay. Great. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this just so we know that's going to be our Facebook header, or profile picture. So I have a beautiful little profile picture and a great little header set up. Now I'm going to set up one for 1.5 billion users on Facebook, eh? That's a lot. Okay, so it says, now Instagram doesn't have a header, so its profile image is 110 by 110, so it's a little bit different. So again, I'm going to grab my artboard tool right here, left click, and I'm going to change this to 110 by 110. See, so it's smaller. If you click on the artboard, you can move it around here. I'm going to just line them up there. Okay, so I don't get confused, I'm going to drag a little Instagrammer logo here. This will help you and I know what's what. Okay, perfect. Okay, now what else do we have on our assignment here? YouTube with 1 billion users. So the channel cover image for YouTube is going to be 2560 by 1440. Let's go back here. Artboard, left click. Width 2560 with a height of 1440. It's very large. Let me drag it down this way. Let's see if I can move that without moving. Okay. Anything in the artboard graphically will move too. Okay, so look how big YouTube's is. And like I said in the last video, it's because they want you to be able to have it on a TV screen and it still looks legitimate. Let's not get confused. Let's put this little bad boy in here. So that's the YouTube logo. So we got our YouTube situation situated, and what else we got to do? Your channel icon is going to be 800 by 800. Now right here in the right hand corner I can kind of see what it's at, you know, width and height. So 800 by 800. Can I hit enter? Yeah, I can hit enter and it'll lock it in. I just want to line these up because it just feels good. Okay, and let's remind ourselves that we got that. So what did we just do? We just made a header, or they call it a channel cover, and then a channel icon, and then just for fun, in case you want to get mega fancy, you could do a video thumbnail. This would be if you were actually loading up a video, uploading a video. And I forgot to check what that actually is. That is 1280 by 720. So we're going to go to the width, 1280 by 720. And that will be a perfect thumbnail image. And I'm going to put a YouTube icon there so that I know to look for YouTube. Okay, and if you don't know what a thumbnail image is, just go to my last video, and somewhere in there I was telling you what it is. So, I really hadn't thought about what I was going to actually do for this. Probably should have thought about that before. Nah, we're gonna flow. We're gonna flow freestyle. Okay, so let's start with. You know what? Let's start with the big one. Let's start with YouTube. Let's say I was building a brand, and I wanted maybe a photograph, some texture, and a logo. What logo am I going to use, though? Let's see. Maybe I'll use that. Let me pull one up here. Let me pull one up here. I gotta find one here that I want to use. Give me a second. You know what? Let's just make something for the class. We'll use We'll use a JPEG. We'll use our can't even speak. We'll use our Photo Bash assignment. Thank you, Photo Bash assignment. That's what I was trying to say. So let's say we're doing something like that. It actually fits that shape almost good. Cancel. Okay, so let's say I had, let's say, you know, I don't want that white space at the bottom showing. So I would have to, I'm gonna have to crop some of this. I don't want to just go like this because it'll change the art. It'll be distorted the wrong way. So I gotta decide, am I going to cut off like my name or something? Which my name is not very important. Yeah, although it does cut off those rocks. And I'm looking at this black line right here because that's what's actually where it's going to cut off. Okay, so that could be my channel art. Or I could just kind of center it and just have it like black or something there. Let's try that. I'm going to put a square behind it. I just grabbed this square right here, and this is a white square. Let's change it to black. And then I don't want any stroke, that's the stroke. And then I'm going to hit right click, arrange, and send to back. So at least I have something there for my channel art. Okay, and then, so let's take the same concept for our Facebook header image. Now that one's going to look way whack because it's not the right shape. But I may decide to just kind of, like I was saying earlier, crop it. So if I did it like that, that's what the viewer would see, something like that. I'm hitting shift, by the way, as I pull out these corners to make the image larger. So I like that, and I'm going to take a rectangle. I'm taking this right here, and I'm going to click here and make a mask. So I'm going to do the mask the size that I want. I have my mask selected, and I have my artwork selected. I'm going to right click and do clipping mask. That's going to not crop it, but it's just going to do a clipping mask. So it doesn't destroy the image, it's just clipping it to where you can only see that area. So that's cool. So I got that one. Ooh, I see some artifacts in there. And then what else we got? This would be our YouTube header or thumbnail. That one's our thumbnail. And I can click this and do align to artboard, and then these will pop up. And I'm going to align it vertical, align center. So then that centered it right there. Instead of these white bars at the top and bottom, I want to do black. So again, I'm going to, just to show you, I'm going to do, it's got no color assigned to it right now. So let's double click this fill and make it black. Okay. I don't know why that didn't do it, but there we go. There's another way to get black. We can take our move tool and right click, arrange, and send to back. So now it's sent to the back, and my artwork's at the front. Okay, so now that would be like a video, like on the video thumbnail, you would probably have you can have words. So let's say the words would say, let's say it said photo bash tutorial. Okay, and let's say I wanted it white. And under type, you can just switch it to the change the case. Look at that. There's uppercase, lowercase, title case, sentence case. Let's just do all uppercase, and let's pick like a maybe like this font or something. Okay, so that's your photo bash tutorial. Character right here, you can mess with it a little more. Maybe I'll space these out. Space these letters out a bit. Alright. Photo bash tutorial. So that's like what you would see when you click on the video. Now, for we need, usually this will say like the name of the business, or it'll have your picture of you. Okay, because these are all your profile pictures, all these ones we haven't done yet, all these squares. And Instagram is a square, but I think it ends up as a circle. Let me double check that. Yeah, so Instagram ends up as a circle. So even though you upload a square, your profile picture is going to end up as a circle. Just want to make sure. I couldn't see my, oh, you can't see anything. Ha! Irrelevant. Alright, so even though you're uploading a square, that's going to end up as a circle. So let's get a logo that you want to have in there. For our class, we can use, let me pull up a class logo that we have. Uno momento, please. Which is Spanish for 1 minute, in case you don't know. Give me 1 second here. So you want to bring in a PNG. You want to bring a PNG file, because that way you're going to have a PNG that has a clear background, transparent background. Okay, so you know what? I'm just going to make one real quick. It'd be faster. Okay, so let's say I wanted to make a killer, just so sick logo. We'll drag in Shasta College. Maybe this will be part of it. Do I even want that? No. I'm going to take the pen tool and take a color like black just to get us rolling. And we'll do like, it's going to be the raddest logo you ever have seen in your life. Instantly. Think about this when you're designing logos too. Like, is it going to look good in a profile area like this? So I like that shape right there. I'm going to sell that to someone. CIS $73. I'm going to select both of these, create outline. Now they're just shapes. I'm going to group these two. Group. I right clicked to make it a group. See, right click. It says ungroup now, but before it said group. I'm going to take these two, and I'm going to hit shift and hit this one. I'm going to double click one more time on this one. Now it's going to have that extra blue line, and I'm going to center them all to the selection. I want to align them to that selection. This is the selection. It's got that thick one. And I'm going to hit center, and then they'll center perfectly. Okay, a couple little more adjustments, and then we'll be off to the races. CIS 73. Okay. So, let's say I wanted to add just a little more love to this thing. Let's say each side's kind of go for like a high-tech look. So CIS 73. Let's select all of that and group it. So now it's all grouped together. See that? Now I think it'd be cool if I had a cool like background of some sort. Let's say I picked a signature color. Let's go back to the background. Okay, so let's get up Google. And let's go to images. And let's hit textures. Textures. Images. Okay. Got all kinds of stuff. You're going to see some weird stuff. You know, and let's just steal something that looks cool. I mean, that looks pretty cool right there. Some kind of high-tech maybe. Or colorful, I don't know. That's pretty cool. Let's see, so that opens up to 500 by 300. Let's see what happens if I just copy that image. So I'm going to hit Command V to paste it. Is it all pixelated? I don't really care. So I'm going to take a square that is the exact same size as this, and I'm going to use this as a mask. And I'm going to take like this area right here, selecting both of them. I got the square selected and I got that little honeycomb stuff selected. I'm going to right click and hit make clipping mask. So that's going to give me this option or this look. But I'm going to hit right click and go arrange and send it to the back. Now it's going to be at the back there. Alright, so after looking at that, maybe black isn't the best idea. So let's take our color selector and maybe steal a color off here. Maybe just straight up white would be sweet. Maybe just straight up white. Okay. I think this section right here should have a little drop shadow. Look at this. You get a free, fun little logo design tutorial within this as well. I'm hitting the preview button so I can see what that looks like. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So that's gonna be my look all the way through, right? So like everything I have is going to have this dude walking towards the bike, and everything I have is going to have this CIS 73 logo. So let's take that logo and let's use it for Instagrammer. Remember, if you're going to size it up and down, use that shift key so you don't have distorted, squashed stuff. I mean, distorted logos. Okay, you don't want to see any white like I have up there. Let's group this all together. I selected everything and hit group. Okay, so that's a good fit. Although this is, what's going on here? I notice this is not perfectly in line. It's got to be perfect up to the line. Yeah, like that. Okay, so those should be grouped together. Group. Let me check that other one, make sure that one's not off as well. Oh, it's all screwed up. Yeah, you might want to zoom in on these. Make sure you're not going too hastily like I just did. So I want that to be there, and I want that to be there. Maybe that to be there. Okay, that looks better. I'm going to select them all, right click and hit group. Now they're grouped together. Okay, alright. Enough of that. Almost done here, folks. Let's deal with Facebook's profile picture. And I was hitting shift while I did that again. Okay, so we have a super swanky brand campaign going on here. Yeah, okay, so now if you want to export these, you go to File. Now when I hit this artboards, you see that they're numbered. See that? Number 1, then I made number 2, and I made number 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So you got to pay attention to those because let's say I want to export number 1. So export, save for the web. Yeah, sure. Let's try that one, save for the web. There's a lot of different ways you can export this. Actually, let's not do that because let me show you a different way too. So I want to export. No, let's start with 1. So save as. Save as a copy. Save as a copy. Okay, what do you want to save it as? A PDF? You could. If you want to save them all to me so that I can see them all, just do a PDF and do all. And so I'm going to save this as a PDF and open it. This is just so you could turn it into me if you wanted. You can do a PDF if you want, or a JPEG or whatever you want. So that looks good to me. Save. Now it's saving all of the artboards. It's saving all the different pages. And so what that'll do is put it in a bunch of different pages for me. And then what I see when you turn it in is this. I go, okay, there's page 1, there's page 2, there's page 3, there's page 4. Okay. So that would be good enough for me to turn in if you wanted. But for yourself to actually use these, you're going to want to go like this. You want to go File, Export, Export As, and then you want to do a PNG or a JPEG. And you're going to want to use the artboards. You're going to want to pick like artboard 1. Let's just start at artboard 1. And what that one was the Facebook header. So I just hit enter and then it gives me this. Yes, that looks good. If Facebook says it's too big, just lower the quality a little bit. And then now I will show it to you. If I can find it. Where did I just save that to? Let's try that again. Export as. Oh, let's save it to a different folder. Give me a second. Put it in the wrong folder. In this one. Okay, guys, thank you for bearing with me. So if I open up this JPEG, which I'm doing right now, I will see that it looks like this. Come on, rainbow circle thing. So that's what your Facebook header is going to look like. That's your JPEG. Okay, and so now I want to do my Facebook profile picture, which is this one right here. Same thing. Same thing. I'm going to do export. Export as. I like JPEGs because it's just fun to say. Use artboard. That was artboard 2. Gotta pay attention to your artboards. Let's see, your social media assignment. And that was your FB profile. And I'm gonna hit OK or export. And again, if it kicks it back and says it's too big, you can lower this quality right here. 5 should be good. Now it'll pop up in my folder here. Oh, at least I think it will. I'm clicking it open right now. Yep, and then that'll be your profile picture that you can upload. It's gonna look like that. Okay, and so I think everybody knows how to upload their header and their profile picture on Facebook. It's very easy. If I do need to go over that, just send me a message, but I kind of have a feeling everybody knows how to change their profile picture on Facebook. And I feel like you guys know how to change your header on Facebook, and I feel like you know how to do the same thing on your Instagram as well. So, one thing you want to make sure is you're not cutting off your logo. That looks so stupid. There's nothing worse than when somebody pays me a couple G's to design a logo and then I give it to them and then they put it on their social media and it's like hacked off. I'm like, dude, make sure there's like space around your logo, like negative space. Don't make your logo like touching one of the edges or all the edges. Have some breathing room around your logo. Just a friendly word of advice. Okay, so let's take a look at the header image for YouTube. For YouTube. I'm going to pull up YouTube right now. Figure out how to do it. let's get the YouTubes open. Let's go to this Mike Morgan here. And let's pick our YouTube. So if you don't already have a YouTube, you're going to want to start a Google account. With that Google account, you're going to want to create a Gmail. And with a Gmail product, you can get YouTube and Google Plus and all the family of Google products if you don't already have them. So right now I'm at my YouTube channel. And I'll go to my channel. I just clicked on my little face. So I have this one right here, right? Instructor Mike Morgan, Shasta College. So the way I change that is I just click that, and then I can upload different art. I'm going to keep this art here for now, but same with this one. It's kind of like Facebook and Instagram and all that. Okay, and so also when you upload a video, the way you are going to use that thumbnail image. Let's see, let me get a video that I can upload just so you guys can see the process. Let's say I just dragged this video in. So it's going to start uploading and you're going to title it and everything, but right here you're going to see custom thumbnail. Let's just do it. Let's go to our custom thumbnail was down here, which is, if I click on this artboard, it tells me that's artboard number 6. Okay, so let's export as using artboards, range, which is artboard number 6. Okay, we're going to call this the YouTube test. Okay, so I'm going to export that, and that looks good, so I'm going to hit OK. Now it is exporting the artwork. Okay, so let me drag it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to YouTube again. And I'm going to hit this custom thumbnail button right here. Otherwise, it's just going to pick 3 different parts of your video, and that will be your thumbnail. So, I mean, you might look like this or something like that. So you want to do your own custom thumbnail. Plus, you can have fonts and words and call to action and make it a little more jazzy than it really is. So I just hit custom thumbnail, and we're going to use social media assignment. YouTube test. Spelled out very weird. But and actually, this one might be too big in size, but we'll see. Yeah, see, look, your file's too big. So let's go to let's go export it differently. So export as, I'm going to use the artboards. I'm going to do 6. I'm going to use the same name. Export. So instead of 5, I'll do the quality down to like 2. Do it low. Let's see if it'll let us do this, because you may run into this. So now I've taken the same file, exported it the same way, except I just made the quality a little lower. Okay, so I'm going to go back to YouTube again and try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Look at that. It was 3.3, now it's at 2.7. I think it's got to be under 2 megabytes, but we'll find out. Oh, still too big. Okay. Wow, this is fun. Okay, let's try it again. Export as, use artboards, 6. Another thing I can do is, instead of 300 DPI, I can do it at half that pixels per inch, and then this could probably be at like So what it was is the resolution was at 300 dpi. You don't always need it that big for thumbnails because they're real small anyway. So let's see what happened now. See, it just picked a bunch of thumbnails. Maybe I don't, and those aren't as exciting as the one that we created. So let's try this one. Now we're at 1.8 megabytes, and that's probably going to work. Boom, Photo Bash tutorial. So now that's what it's going to look like, which looks way more awesome than probably these. Okay, and look at it, updated it up there. So I could add a description and then publish that, and then that's what the viewers will see. Oh, exciting. Okay, so you have to create a Facebook profile picture, a Facebook header, an Instagram profile picture, a YouTube channel art, a YouTube profile channel art, and a mock fake thumbnail for a video. Any questions? You hit me up. I hope this is very informative for you. I'm sorry the video got to you late in the week. That's okay. We're going to give you plenty of time to get it done. So if you got any questions, hit me up, give me a call, give me an email, give me a whatever you want, and I'll answer your questions. Thank you. Have a good night.